Hello students, in the previous class we have discussed in detail about the pancreas, and also we have discussed the structure of pancreas, what are the various endocrine part and the exocrine part, what the exocrine part secretes and the endocrine part secretes, and also what is present in the endocrine part as there is present of the islet of Langerhans, which consists of three types of cells: alpha cell, beta cell and delta cell. And also we have discussed the various composition of the pancreatic juice. Today we will discuss the intestinal gland. Okay, so first point, it is formed by the surface epithelium in the small intestine region. Okay, intestinal glands, we can write, it is formed by the surface epithelium. Surface epithelium means these are the specialized layer of the tissues. In detail you will read in first year what is epithelium and all about. So for now you just remind that the surface epithelium means it is the specialized layer of the tissues. So the intestinal gland is formed by the surface epithelium of the small intestine. Okay, it is of two types: crypts of Lubercuin and the Brunner's gland. It is of two types, mean intestinal gland is of two types. Crypts of Lubercuin and the Brunner's gland. Okay, first we'll discuss the crypts of Lubercuin. Crypts of Lubercuin secretes the intestinal juice, or we can say the succus entericus, or we can say the intestinal digestive juice, that is your succus entericus. It secretes intestinal digestive juice known as succus entericus. Okay, the crypts of Lubercuin, it secretes intestinal digestive juice, okay, which is known as the succus entericus. Succus entericus is also known as the intestinal juice secreted by the, we can say, the intestinal gland. Okay, next is your Brunner's gland. Please note down. Okay, I'll repeat the points. First point, it is formed by the surface epithelium. Okay, means it is the intestinal glands are formed by the surface epithelium of the small intestine. Means there are some specialized layer of the tissues in this on the small intestine which forms the intestinal glands. Intestinal glands is of two types. One is your crypts of Lubercuin and the Brunner's gland. In case of crypts of Lubercuin, it secretes the intestinal digestive juice known as the succus entericus. Okay, note down. Next is your, we'll discuss the Brunner's gland. Second one is your Brunner's gland. Brunner's gland is only located or is only found in the duodenum region and is located in the submucosa region. Submucosa region means it is located beneath the mucous membrane and it secretes mucus. It is only found in the duodenum region and is located in the submucosa region. Submucosa means beneath the mucous membrane, and also it secretes generally mucus. Okay, so the Brunner's gland, it is found only in the duodenum region and is located in the submucosa region. It secretes basically mucus. The crypts of Leverkusen secretes the intestinal juice, okay, or intestinal digestive juice such as Succus entericus, which is also known as the intestinal juice, whereas the Brunner's gland secretes the mucus and it is found in the duodenum region, okay, and is located basically in the submucosa region, means beneath the mucous membrane, and also it secretes what? It secretes mucus. Okay, please note down. Now come to the various characteristics of the intestinal juice, or we can say simply write Succus entericus, okay, or intestinal juice, okay. Succus entericus or the intestinal juice. So your first point, as we know that the intestinal gland secretion, or we can so say the intestinal digestive juice, that is also known as a Succus entericus or the intestinal juice. First point, obviously it is secreted by the intestinal gland. Obviously, that is why it is also called the intestinal juice. It is secreted by the intestinal glands. Okay. Second point, what is the daily secretion of the intestinal juice? As we have known that the daily secretion of the, in the previous class we have discussed the pancreatic juice, which was around the 1500 ml or 1.5 liter. So in accordingly, the daily secretion of the intestinal juice or the Succus entericus is around 2 liter per day. Okay, so we can say the secretion of Succus entericus is about 2 liter per day. Okay, pancreatic juice was about 1.5 liter or 1500 ml, but in case of the intestinal juice it is around 2 liter per day. Okay, next point, it is alkaline or acidic? It is alkaline. Okay, it is alkaline, having around pH 8. Alkaline means basic. It is alkaline, having around pH 8. Okay, so the pH of the intestinal juice of the Succus entericus is about 8. Okay, last point, what are the components? The water component is about 98.5%, whereas the solid component is about 1.5%. The water content is about 98.5%, and the solid component is about 1.5%. Okay, 1.5%. So the water content is about 98.5%, whereas the solid content is about 1.5%, which includes both the inorganic and the organic constituents. Which includes both the inorganic and the organic constituents. What are the inorganic and organic? We'll read now. So please note down the points. So the intestinal juice, which is secreted by the intestinal gland, is also known as the succus entericus. First point, it is secreted by the intestinal gland. Okay, first point, it is secreted by the intestinal gland. Okay, and the intestinal gland secretes intestinal juice, or commonly called the succus entericus. The secretion of the succus entericus is about 2 liters per day. It is alkaline in nature, means basic in nature, having around pH 8. Obviously, above 7 means your basic, below 7 means your acidic, 7 means neutral. Okay, so the pH of the intestinal juice is around 8, so it is alkaline in nature. Okay, next, now come to the composition or the components present in the intestinal juice. The water content is about 98.5%, where the solid component is about 1.5%, which also contains various inorganic and the organic constituents. Okay, please note down. Now come to the various components present in the various solid component present in the intestinal juice. There are various inorganic components which are present in the intestinal juice or the succus entericus, such as sodium, potassium, calcium, magnesium, chlorides, bicarbonates, etc. The organic components means the solid part components of succus entericus are such as sodium, potassium, calcium, magnesium, chlorides, bicarbonates, HCO3 minus, bicarbonates, etc. Okay, so these are your, organic I am writing, inorganic, inorganic, huh? These are the inorganic, okay, components. The inorganic components that are present in the intestinal juice of the succus entericus are such as sodium, potassium, calcium, magnesium, chloride, bicarbonate, etc. Okay, whereas the organic components are of variously, in the case of succus entericus, are of two types: activator and the enzyme. I am saying what are those? Organic components are of two types. Okay, one is your activator, other one is your simply enzyme. Okay, which helps in digestion. Acha, what is activator? From name it suggests that activator means something which activates. So we can say the organic components of the intestinal juice, which consist of various activator. For common example is your enterokinase. Enterokinase, or it is such a kind of example of activator which helps to active an inactive enzyme to active enzyme. For common example, trypsinogen. Okay, I have told the organic components of the pancreatic juice, trypsinogen, chymotrypsinogen, you should remember. So you can recollect that the trypsinogen, for example, the trypsinogen, it is a pro-enzyme, or we can say it is the inactivated form of enzyme which will convert into activated form of enzyme, that is called trypsin. Okay, and that conversion of the inactivated form of enzyme to the activated form of enzyme means activated, means activator. So that activator is the common the work of the activeness to make the inactive enzyme to the active enzyme is the work of the activator, and the common example is your enterokinase. Okay, activator means it converts inactive enzymes into activated enzyme. Okay, common example is enzyme. Okay. Okay, the common example of activator is enterokinase. As I have said earlier, enterokinase. What it does? It converts the inactivated trypsinogen into activated trypsinogen. It converts trypsinogen into trypsin. Okay, the function of the enterokinase is, as it is an activator, as I have said earlier, that activator means it will help in formation of the active enzyme from the inactivated form of enzyme. So the enterokinase helps in converting the trypsinogen into trypsin. Okay, so the intestinal juice consists of inorganic components such as sodium, potassium, calcium, magnesium, chloride, bicarbonates, etc. Whereas the organic component consists of two portions. One is your activator, other one is your enzymes. Activator means what? It converts the inactivated enzymes into activated enzymes, such as the common example is enterokinase. It converts the inactivated trypsinogen into activated trypsin. Okay, last one is your enzymes. The intestinal juice or the succus entericus, the solid component which is of 1.5%, it consists of various organic constituents such as the enzymes. One is your activator, other one is your enzyme. It consists of various enzymes such as sucrase, maltase, lactase. Okay, it consists of various organic enzymes such as sucrase, maltase, lactase, amylase, etc. Okay, so this is all about your secretion of the, or we can say, the intestinal juice or the succus entericus. We have first discussed the intestinal gland. What is it like structure, how it is formed? As it is formed by the surface epithelium of the small intestine, which is a specialized layer of tissues. It is divided into two types. One is the crypts of lubricant, other one is the Brunner's gland. Crypts of lubricant secretes intestinal juice or succus entericus, whereas the Brunner's gland, it is located or found only in the duodenum region, and it is located in the submucosa region, means beneath the mucous membrane, and it secretes mucus. Intestinal juice is secreted by intestinal gland. Its daily secretion is about 2 liters per day. It is alkaline in nature, as it is above 7 the pH. It is alkaline in nature, having a pH around 8.0. The composition of the water content, or we can say the water content in the succus entericus, is about 98.5%, and the solid component is your 1.5%, which consists of various inorganic salts such as sodium, potassium, chloride, magnesium, calcium, etc., bicarbonate, etc. Whereas the it is the inorganic contents, whereas the organic constituent consists of activator and enzymes. Activator means which activates the inactive enzyme to activated enzyme, such as example is your enterokinase, which converts the trypsinogen into trypsin, whereas also the succus entericus consists of various organic enzymes such as sucrase, maltase, lactase, amylase, etc. So here comes to your end of the animal nutrition part. Starting from the animal nutrition, we have discussed the definition of nutrition, its various 5 involvement of the steps. We have discussed in detail carbohydrate, protein, fat, vitamins, minerals, and the intercellular digestion. What is intercellular digestion? Digestive system of man, which consists of alimentary canal, which consists of 8 important parts, starting from the mouth to the anus, whose length is about 9 meters. and also we have discussed various associated digestive gland, okay, such as salivary gland, gastric gland, liver, pancreas, and also today we have discussed the intestinal gland. So this is all about your animal nutrition, which comes to an end today. And when you will go to your first year, you will read in detail some extra information, such as how the digestion of carbohydrate takes place, how the digestion of protein takes place, how the digestion of fat takes place. You will read in detail by the help of various enzymes, how it does, where it takes place, where the digestion of protein takes place, where the digestion of carbohydrate takes place, what is the digestion of fat is called. So in detail you will discuss you will know in the first year. So in general, for us, animal nutrition comes to an end today. So your homework is write in detail the intestinal gland and send me to my WhatsApp. And from the next class we will start our circulatory system, in which we will know the internal structure of heart in detail. First we will do the diagram. One class we will take the class only for the diagram. I will teach you how to do the diagram very easily, and you will do that. In next class I will write, or I will study, or I will teach the various points that includes under the internal structure of heart, starting from its shape, structure, what are the main that the portions present, such as atria, ventricle, how its work, what is the conducting system, all in detail we will discuss. So that's all for today. We'll meet in our next class. Thank you.